My boyfriend called me selfish for grieving my mum instead of letting him stay at boys' night, leaving me heartbroken. Where to go from here? It's a shocking dilemma. Let's uncover the fallout. You won't believe the twists and turns in this one.
Posted by you/Throro Dearest. I have been in a relationship with my boyfriend for 4 years. Our relationship has been very good for the most part, some fights here and there, but nothing worth noting. Until a week ago. I got a call from my brother telling me my mum had passed away last Friday. Growing up, I was never super close with her. We were usually fighting. But over the last 5 years, our relationship improved tremendously. We'd text throughout the week, and every Sunday I would go on 4 to 5 hour drives with her on speaker to keep me company, talking about anything and everything under the sun. She became my best friend. For context, my boyfriend knows how close we had gotten and had even joined me for some of those drives. Now here's the problem. My boyfriend has a fairly close group of friends that he keeps up with, usually gaming with them throughout the week. Then, once a month, him and his friends will hang out and drink. He let me know a few days prior that he would be hanging out with them that Friday. When I got the news, I immediately called him, breaking down and telling him I didn't know what to do and that I knew I needed to be with him tonight. He went from consoling me to saying, "I let you know a few days ago I have plans with my friends. I only get to see them once a month." I told him I understood, but I really needed him and I'm sure they would reschedule, to which he said they definitely wouldn't be able to as they all have their own responsibilities. After some more time going back and forth, I gave in and said I would be okay with him going as long as he left early. Since he leaves at 7 p.m, I said I would like for him to come back by 11. He agreed. I spent the night going through texts with her, photos, everything I could. I tried to distract myself with other things, but nothing worked. Eventually, 10 p.m. rolls around and I text my boyfriend, "Will you be leaving in an hour?" To which he responds, "You told me 12, so I'll be leaving then." I told him I said 11 and I was standing by that. He didn't respond after and came home at 12. I asked him why he didn't reply and why he didn't just come back an hour earlier. He immediately got upset with me, telling me I was being selfish for ruining his night with his friends. Him spending an extra hour there means nothing since he still left early, and I would be fine since I didn't spend my childhood with her anyways. I told him I didn't even want him to go out with them that day to begin with since I had just gotten the news, but I agreed to it under that specific condition, and so had he. He could also just catch up with his friends when they game during the week. The fight ended with him telling me I was again being selfish as he doesn't get to see them in person often, and that I shouldn't expect him to drop everything for me. We've been fairly cold to each other since, which has left me overthinking and reevaluating our relationship. On one hand, I'm extremely heartbroken he wasn't there for me, and know that's not something I want for my future. But on the other hand, his words have definitely gotten to me, and I feel bad for separating him from his friends. I also know it would break me more to lose someone else so close to me. Where do I go from here? Top/relevant comments. Commenter. You/competitive tale 799. Sounds like the boys are more important to him than his girlfriend and her intense grief. My wife would have filed for divorce the next day if I went out with friends after her mother passed last year. Commenter 2. You/OKComplex5075. If my mother passed away and my partner didn't come home from being with his friends, that would be it for me. He's trying to tell you what he didn't do was bad because he told you it was happening. You weren't close with her in childhood, and is genuinely trying to make it your problem. You're grieving, and your boyfriend of 4 years doesn't think it's a big deal. Create a plan and end this relationship.
So what do you think? Should he have left his boys' night early, or was she being unreasonable? Leave your verdict in the comments below, and don't forget to hit subscribe for all the best drama and dilemmas daily.